Hey guys, welcome to the woods. Well, I had a simple thought today and came up with an analogy that I was sort of playing with in my own head just for fun, because that's what I do. And I was playing out this analogy and I'm like, it really kind of helps. It makes some sense. So I'm going to throw it to you and see if I can piece it back together. It made a lot of sense in my head while I was walking. So that doesn't always translate real well. But here's a scenario. I've talked a few times actually, I've talked about this sort of sense of like, it's been raining and the ground is swelling up and mudslides starting, and you just can't stop it. It's just like going into funky land. And so let's play with this analogy of the rain, that you have rainy days, and on a rainy day you can sway the weather a little bit. Let's play with it from that perspective. So when it's raining, if you feel like, oh, I really wanted to do this today and I really want to do that today, I can't because it's raining and I'm feeling funky and I just don't feel like, I don't have purpose and I don't have, so I want to kind of relate this to, it's really a mental state I'm talking about here, not actual rain. Unless you're, landscaper, and then it might be like, well, that is the way my day goes when it rains. I can't get anything done. But I'm talking about a mental state where you just don't feel clarity, you just don't feel pull, you just don't feel a sense of well-being for whatever reason. Maybe you're just tired. But anyhow, when you've got a little sense of that, I find, for me anyway, my tendency is to then look for some cause. Oh, let me figure out what that is. And I think years ago I'd look for a cause because I thought, well, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna change my thinking in my head. And I'm pretty good at doing that, but I'm trying to sort of reprogram myself to say, don't ever catch it before it starts. Why would you ever want to think about what might, even if something is causing you to feel funky today, why would you want to go chew on it now while you're feeling funky? It's like, oh, I got to do something with my investments, the economy's changing and I got to work on this stuff. Well, you might want to do that, but you don't want to do that on a day when you're feeling funky and down. You want to do it like when you get a check, maybe, I got this extra money. It's a good time for me to think about my investments and where I'm going with the money, because you're going to feel enthusiastic about it. And you'll make enthusiastic decisions about that would take you in the direction of prosperity and good things coming. Because you feel good things coming, you're going to be inspired about good things and you're going to act towards those good things. Now the same can happen in the other direction. You're having a funky feeling, you're just not up, you're just not having clarity, you just don't know why. That's not a time to go into what's going wrong. Because what's going wrong, then you could really come up with something. Of course we all can, everybody's got stuff in their world that's like, there's that thing that I could think about if I want to right now. Maybe that thing is getting worse. So that's why I feel funky. So let me go talk about and think about the thing that always makes me feel funky. That's just what we call sloppy thinking. It's like, you just got to catch this stuff. You got to get out ahead of it. And you got to stop your mind from going down that track and say, you know what? One of the things that helps me is, it's okay to I'm just going to have this funky feeling. It's sort of like you're in the rain. I'm just going to hold my umbrella. I'm just going to sit and wait. So I don't feel enthusiastic. I don't feel up. I don't feel great. It's raining. So I'm sitting here with my umbrella and I wait it out. It's not a time to look in your backpack and wonder, like, do I have enough of this? Do I have enough friends? Do I have money? Do I have enough of health? Do I have, what's going on with this? I was supposed to have taken care of that and I never did it. Oh, that feels bad. And, it's not a time to sort through that stuff. Just hold your umbrella and wait it out. And I like to add the other point that I like to train myself to say, every time I catch myself sitting and just like, this is no fun, I'm just waiting. And I feel like something's going wrong, something's funky, and I'm just trying not to look at that, but I'm still knowing that I could. And so you're sitting there holding that umbrella, just waiting it out. I like to envision that the universe at that point is pulling together things to happen. There's really something good coming. It's like, sometimes when something's good's coming, you're feeling good about things and then the good thing comes. But you know what, really, it happens when you sit and wait. just don't feel any clarity about anything. Well, clarity is coming. It's sort of like I like to envision it's like I'm clearing the slate, like I'm washing everything off. I don't have any enthusiasm. I don't have any excitement about anything. I don't feel, whatever. And you might, it's not a good time to change something. It's not a good time to, go get a new job and quit where you are or anything like that. So again, you just sit and wait, knowing that something good is coming. And much like this rain analogy, which I think works pretty well, is like when it's a rainy day and you're holding your umbrella. I don't know if you can see both hands in my mind. I feel like I'm holding an umbrella, but I might just be looking like I don't know what. So I'm holding my umbrella, and I know that a sunny day is coming because that's the way the weather has gone so many times. But we don't often think about our life that way. We think about it's raining, and sometimes when it rains, it never stops, and it gets so bad. And then we have these, mudslides and everything. You can go down that funky path, and once it gets started, you just can't pull out. Then a sunny day happens, and you're like, nah, I might as well just hold the umbrella up and keep the sun off from burning me. And you don't make the most of a sunny day, because you let that funk of the rainy day go so deep within you, and you latched on and said, this is wrong, and that's wrong, and this isn't working, and that's never going to work, and why did I ever think this was a good idea? So you can make the rainy day effect so deep that when the sun comes back out, you just don't make the most of it. So let's go to part 2 of that scenario. Let's just say that you're you've come through this rainy day, now it's a sunny day. You want to milk that for all you can get. You want to use that sunny day. It's like, sunny day. I feel good about this, I feel good about that. And you want to start striving for something good. Like, I used to worry about that problem, but it doesn't feel bad anymore. Maybe it's a time to sort of look at some of your particulars. When you're really feeling up, then start going like, okay, I'm gonna start putting some pieces together. Let's just say, having enough friends is one of the things you feel funky about. I don't really have any friends. Nobody really likes me. Don't think about that on the rainy day when you're sitting on the umbrella. Think about that on the sunny day. It's like, well, I feel pretty good. I probably could have friends. I should have friends. I kind of do have friends. And then you might say, you know what, maybe I'll plan a party. So you'll start putting together your list and things like that. That's not something you'll ever be inspired to do on the rainy day when you're feeling down about yourself. So when you want to work on doing something about things that you carry around, your sort of standard issue stuff I don't like, you can work on them on these sunny days. And you want to get the most out of that. Keep going, keep positive thoughts. It's a good time to sort of work on, okay, I already feel good about myself, but let me say some more good things about myself. Let me go ahead and meditate. Let me focus on my breath and focus on all the things I really appreciate about myself. I appreciate that you yesterday didn't get all funky in the rain. You just let it be. You said, Dan, you're just going to be in a funny spot today. And that funny spot we're not even going to call funky. It's just a funny spot. Actually, maybe it's when I got rejuvenated. So that's why I have so much power today and so much up feeling. Because yesterday I let myself just be. And I didn't think about all the bad things I had done, and I'm so proud of you for not having done that. And you're just going through, there's 100 of these that you could probably come up with. Maybe not. I can't come up with 100, so. But you want to just get used to doing that. The things that you say about yourself, to praise yourself and be appreciative of, the body-mind combination that my soul is walking around in. It's like, I like it in here. You had a tough day yesterday in the rain, but today is sunny, and you're making the most of it, and you're appreciating yourself, and you're appreciating things around you. And anyway, so hopefully that's helpful to you. But just know you're going to be on that roller coaster. And when you're on the downside of the roller coaster, don't look around for things to prove to you that they're good. Wait till you're on the top. When you're on the top, it's like, it is beautiful. Life is good. Everything does go my way. Things do always work out for me. When you're on the way down, you're like, okay, we're just gonna ride this out. I know on my way down the roller coaster that it's always to get enough momentum to make it up over the top. And when you get to the top of the next part of the roller coaster, you're like, man, I look back and it's like, I'm going higher and higher and higher, and my life is getting better, and I'm getting better at this process, and I'm more loving to myself, and I'm better at meditating. I'm easier to be calm. I'm more sensitive of my emotions. I'm up on this hill. I don't feel like I'm near the road, but it just must be the way the sound comes through so loud. Like you're walking in the trails, you don't realize kind of where you are in the juxtaposition to the rest of the planet. But it's Saturday afternoon, so if you got a motorcycle, take it out. I used to have a motorcycle for a lot of years. I really liked it, but anyway, then I got to that point where I was just like, I didn't need to. Who cares about that story? Wherever you are in your realm of motorcycles, it's a nice day if you had one. If I had it, I'd jump on it. All right, guys, love you, and we'll chat tomorrow, and hopefully it's supposed to be another sunny day. So I'm gonna milk all these sunny days and lock down all the positiveness that's going on in my life, and how good I've been to myself, and how good I am at attracting everything I want in my life, and how good I feel about where the universe is taking us. And I feel good about the fact that the earth is rising in its vibration, and I feel good about the fact that everybody's coming with it, and I feel good about the fact that we are all dealing with a lot of struggles, and I feel good about the fact that there's a lot of issues on the table, and we've opened up a whole bunch of Pandora's boxes, and we're looking at all the elephants in the room, and I like that. And I know that when these things feel really tough, it's always better than having them sort of buried under the rug. And we're going to work on these things, and I know it's already coming. We don't need to work on them. They're already happening. Good things are happening. And wherever you are right now, whether you're in the rainy day mode or the sunny day mode, doesn't matter. Just know the universe has got all this. You really don't need to do anything. So if you want to stay under your umbrella, even on a sunny day, go right ahead. We're heading to good times. Anyway, so love on yourself. I love you, and we'll talk again tomorrow.